sweet dreams are made of? No, I'm not going bonkers, but if you want to know the connection between Annie Lennox and this video, keep watching. Hello everyone, welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Max and I make food review videos. Today I'm in Camden, northwest London for a new video. I'm here to try an internet sensation, a place with an incredible 4.8 rating out of 5 on Google with thousands of reviews, and it seems like everyone has reviewed it. So here I am, I'm quite curious, and I'm here to try Japes. What's Japes? It's a pizza chain famous for their Chicago deep dish pizzas, and I'm sure you know or heard before of Chicago style pizza, but if you don't, it's a bit of an inside-out pizza with tomato sauce on top and melted cheese underneath. They opened their first location in Soho in 2018, and it has been an incredible success. They've been all over social media since then, and they currently have 5 locations around the UK, and they also claim they invented something called London-style pizza. Oh, hi. Hi, Max from the future here. One thing I forgot to mention in my intro is we're going to answer the age-old question. Will an Italian be able to endure eating Chicago-style pizza without feeling guilty? Stay tuned for more. What do Japes and Annie Lennox have in common? Probably nothing, but the peeps at Japes chose "Sweet dreams are made of cheese" as their tagline. Cheesy, isn't it? But let's move towards these cheesy dreams, shall we? So without further ado, Japes, here we come! So I've ordered a margherita and a sister chick. I'm a bit nervous because I'm Italian, and the sister chick has chicken tenders, mozzarella, buttermilk ranch, baby spinach, blue cheese and parmesan. Let's keep an open mind. This place has been, highly praised by everyone, so really curious. Okay, we got a nice surprise from the staff. To start us off, they gave us nachos. The nachos are quite fresh and tangy. There's a lot of flavor in it. I shouldn't really have too many nachos because I'm gonna have a lot of pizza, but these are very good. So here we got the first pizza, the margherita pizza. There you have it. It's already sliced in 4, but we got a nice pizza wheel. Cheers. It's quite a messy pizza, but who doesn't like getting their hands dirty with tomato sauce? It's quite nice. It's very cheesy, as expected. The crust is quite thick. I read online it is thicker than the normal Chicago deep dish pizza because they use an old recipe from 1940s maybe, but it's quite nice. The crust is quite crispy, crunchy. Maybe the tomato sauce it's a bit too much for my liking. It's very overpowering. The marinara sauce they use, it's quite strong. Here we have the second pizza, the sister chick. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit worried about this one. I mean, it looks incredible, but again, it's very different than what I'm used to. Looks amazing, doesn't it? But chicken tenders, blue cheese, ranch on pizza. They're gonna revoke my passport. Please don't judge the way I cut the pizza. I'm left-handed. So here we have the sister chick. Let's try it. Oof. A lot of cheese flowing. I have to say, probably flavor-wise, this is better than the margherita. The only critique I have is that the chicken is not very tender. It's a bit tough. a bit chewy, but it's very flavorful. It's very well seasoned, but I guess it's just the little bits on top because, of course, they're exposed to the heat inside the oven. So I guess they get affected a little bit more, but the ones inside the pizza are still quite juicy and tender. Okay, I'm gonna have a couple more bites, maybe one more slice if I feel cheeky. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, pay, and then I'll see you later for the conclusion. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna do it here outside because it's raining a lot and I probably cannot get shelter anywhere. But if that's the case, I'm gonna do it back at home. And yeah, anyway, I'll see you in a little bit for the conclusion. Hello again, I am back from my Japes experience in Camden. As you can see, I'm not in Camden anymore. I'm back at home because it was raining quite a lot and I didn't want to get soaking wet while I was doing my conclusion. So yeah, we are doing it here. Not too bad. Quite warm, quite cozy. So what do I think about my Japes experience? You know, it's a different kind of pizza. As an Italian, I'm not too used to eating Chicago-style pizza or London-style pizza. I'm going to apologize. I haven't tried the London-style pizza this time around. I wanted to focus on the Chicago style. But let's start from the restaurant. It is in Camden Town, a couple of minutes walk from the tube station. So a great location, but it's not right on the main road. So quiet and maybe is not as visible as other places. But I'm sure during the weekend or in the evening, there will be a lot of people anyways. But I was there at opening time at 12 p.m. on a random Tuesday, and I was the only one there. I was the only customer. The restaurant is quite nice. It has a rock and roll vibe, a little bit in line with the Camden vibe. The staff was very nice. Shout out to Alexander, who was my waiter. And he was checking in on me all the time, asking me if the food was alright, if I needed anything else. He also brought me a free starter. He gave me free nachos, which was a very nice touch. Of course, I hadn't ordered the nachos, so I don't know how much they cost. I didn't actually check on the menu, but they were quite nice. They were quite flavorful. They were very fresh. I'm not sure if I should give a score to the nachos, considering I didn't pay for them. And considering I don't know if there was a full-size portion or it was just a little gift I was given. But if I need to give it a score, it's a solid 7. Let's move on to the first pizza we got, the margherita pizza. As I said, I've got only Chicago-style pizzas today, so of course I got a deep dish pizza. It was my first time trying it. And I can tell the ingredients are very high quality. I am still not sure that's the right kind of pizza for me. Again, Italian. I think I would give it a 6 to the margherita. The tomato sauce was a bit too overpowering. It was a good pizza. As I said, I would give it a 6 out of 10. The second pizza I've got was a Sister Chick, which was pizza without tomato sauce. It was with chicken tenders, blue cheese, parmesan, buttermilk ranch sauce, and spinach. I love pizza, as you know. But yeah, that wasn't like a classic combination. But that was the point. I wanted to try something outside of my comfort zone, something that I hadn't tried before. So I think it was the right choice, and I actually think I like it more than the margherita. Chicago style pizza is quite different than anything else. So if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It is very bready in general. Again, I liked it more than margarita, so I'm gonna give it a higher score. I think for me, the sister chick gets a 7. So I paid £37 and 9 pence for a margarita pizza. Comes to £10 and 99. A sister chick for 17.99. Diet Coke, $3.99, and then I got some tap water, which of course is free of charge. And then there was a 12.5% of service, which is quite standard for restaurants in the UK. Price-wise, it was alright. I mean, margarita priced at $10.99, it's quite good value. The rest of their special pizzas, they're a tad expensive, considering they're in very touristic places like Soho, Camden, or Greenwich. I think they can afford these kind of prices, but, nonetheless, a bit expensive. I've seen pictures of the London-style pizza, and it doesn't look like anything new. Nothing against them, but it's a pan pizza, isn't it? One thing I've noticed and one thing I've talked about already in the video is their tagline, which is "Sweet dreams are made of cheese." But the curious thing I've noticed is that there was no mention of it inside the Camden's location, while I've seen a lot of pictures online of signs with the tagline. But probably it is only at the Soho location, I don't know. Maybe it's everywhere but in Camden. Let me know in the comments if you've been there and you've seen it. Overall, a nice experience, a good lunch. I'm still not convinced about, Chicago-style pizza. A kind of pizza I can have once in a while. Not too often, though. Not too often. So that's it from me for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. I'm still trying to grow, and don't forget, if you want a chance of winning a keyring with the logo of the channel, please subscribe. But for now, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.